I wanted to start just with a very clear and simple enough definition of marketing. And if we're talking about small business marketing and growing medium and large business marketing, there's so many different tactics, there's so many different tools that you can all use. And it's easy enough to feel that marketing's changing constantly and it's impossible to keep up. In a lot of ways, that's not actually true. The tactics and the tools that we use, and social media is a really good example of that, are some of the elements that will be forever changing, but the core underlying principles essentially don't. And this definition is about 40 odd years old. And I think it's really important as business owners or leaders within a business for us to be able to set a really strong set of foundations that either guide the work that we do with the agencies that we appoint or guide the staff that we have within our own business. And if we really try and boil it down as best we can, marketing is about creating, communicating and delivering value. So you're all for-profit enterprises, you're all wanting to generate a profit in what you're doing in the business. So there's a value exchange there. You want customers to give you money for the work that you do, and they're only going to do so if they see value. But that exists through your entire set of marketing efforts. If you want someone to give you their contact details or you want them to attend an event, there's got to be a value exchange there as well. Seems really straightforward, but often these are the things that get overlooked in the process. And we're very happy to ask people for their contact details or fill in a form and give us all your information. But we've got to sit there and be very mindful that if we're asking for that information, what are they getting in return? The back half of this, and this is a theme that we're going to run through over the course of the next 90 minutes, is managing customer relationships in a way that benefits our organisation. Those of you that have run marketing campaigns in the past would know that it can be extremely expensive to acquire leads and then even more so to acquire great customers. So we've got to be mindful of that lifetime journey that we want our customers to come through so that we're getting an investment out of our marketing. So we need to start viewing marketing as an investment, not an expense, because what we're essentially doing is we're wanting to buy customers in its simplest form. So it doesn't matter whether you're a multinational global enterprise or whether you're a small growing business or a startup or a regional organisation, all of those foundations that we're going to talk about today will apply to each and every one of you. But it's really, really important as a business that we set the foundations of what we want to achieve with our marketing and how we're going to measure success. It's really, really easy to just jump headfirst into advertising or social media or subscribing to a software platform. And if you've ever gone down that path and sat back and thought, I really didn't get much out of that, it's often that we haven't gone about setting the foundations first. And it can feel like a tedious task, spending weeks and months in setting those set of foundations. And often we think, oh, I've got a small amount of money or a refined amount of money to spend. I don't want to spend it in something that doesn't have the capacity to give me an immediate return. The danger is if we jump in head first, and we'll run through some numbers a little bit later of what you want to be able to build towards, is that you've got nothing to be able to compare it to, and you've got to go right back to the drawing board if that's the case. Marketers, such as myself, can often get tarnished with a bad brush, and I think we're in some cases seen as the modern day used car salesman, because a lot of them, if you've ever been sold to by an advertising agency or a marketing software company, you tend to think that what they're giving you is a set of magic beans. And they'll profess that you've got marketing in a box, buy this, subscribe to this, run this singular campaign, and then you'll have a stairway through to an endless supply of customers. The reality is that that's not how it works.